Anyone who has seen the last Spider-Man movie knows about the multiverse and how Peter Parker and their MJs are close to each other. Unfortunately, in the film, Andrew Garfield's girlfriend, whom he addresses as my MJ, is the only one who dies. It is very well understood from the latest movie that Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker treasures the relationship that both of the other guys have, and especially the one between Tom and Zendaya's characters. However, what is going to amaze you all is the thought, what if all of those were true, not only in confined sets of the Marvel Universe, but out here in the real world too? Yes, what if Tom and Zendaya are dating? What if Andrew Garfield feels like they are cute together? Want to know all about it? Then stay with us till the end. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Here we enlighten you with the latest stories and news around your favorite celebrities. If you're here for the first time, show us some love by subscribing to our channel and hitting the bell icon so that you'd never miss out on any of our videos. Okay, all of you might be excited to know about the Spidey matters, so let's dive into that. Would you guys believe me if I said that the reason Andrew Garfield said yes to the latest Spider-Man movie is because of Zendaya? Something fishy? Nah, he was talking about a scene. In the location, he is to catch Zendaya in the mid-air before hitting the surface, which is the one thing he couldn't do for his MJ, and the reason she is no more. It was redemption for his Spider-Man movie, and he couldn't let Mr. Spidey not have it. He says, the main image that they pitched me was catching Zendaya, catching MJ. That was the first page I saw, and I was kind of like, there's no way of not doing this because that's profound. Garfield was filled with joy and excitement. He stated, you suddenly get into this incredible cosmic, meant-to-be destined moment where I get to heal the worst trauma in my life while simultaneously saving my little brother from having to experience that same trauma. Suddenly, you're in the very mythic territory, and it's just profoundly beautiful. For a long time, one of the biggest questions on the internet was whether Tom and Zendaya were dating. The crazy part is that, in today's era where everything about celebrities is known to the ordinary person, Tom and Zendaya could keep their relationship a secret, which they started in 2017. There were many incidents where love was flooded between them, and it was so intense that the fans noticed it. They kept denying it, but that never stopped us, giving us reasons to believe that TomDaya is a thing. Later, they confirmed their relationship, or we can say they were forced. I mean, the paparazzi was never too kind to the couple nor gave any value to their privacy. He says, one of the downsides of our fame is that privacy isn't really in our control anymore. In a moment that you think is between two people that love each other very much is now a moment that is shared with the entire world. He also said, I've always been adamant to keep my private life private because I share so much of my life with the world anyway. Well, this makes us feel like the celeb life has to make its sacrifices. We sort of felt robbed of our privacy. I don't think it's about not being read, it's just that we didn't want to talk about it, Tom further added. That is an excellent statement from the young actor. I mean, it's their choice. After all, it's their life. Tom always says that Zendaya is his support system. I mean, she was a star from the moment she started her career, and as we all know, is one of the most savage and gorgeous actresses out there. He says she is the one who taught him how to deal with fame. Is that not actually quite cool? You know you have a girlfriend who can help you deal with fame and stuff that only those who achieve their dreams can afford? Zendaya was always there for him. On the first day of work in the latest Spider-Man movie, Holland was of course pumped up and scared to be working with his idols, and Zendaya says she felt like a parent taking their kid to kindergarten. She says, it was so funny that first day, I was like nervous for you, Tom Holland. She went on to add that Babylon and her felt like they were the parents dropping off their child at kindergarten. Because I was like, we had to do like a rehearsal, and I and Jacob felt like your parents, like dropping you off at kindergarten for the first day. God, aren't they too cute? Despite their age, their feelings have grown more than we know. It is evident when she says, it's like, I hope the other kids like him, you know? And like, I hope he doesn't come back crying. It's said every guy looks for his mother and his girl, and joke or not, I have got to say Tom Holland is a fortunate guy. Talking about luck, have you seen a video in which Tom talks about his future wishes, and he fished for the role of Spider-Man and to date Zendaya? Isn't it remarkable that he got both the job and the girl? If you feel like Tom puts not much effort into the relationship, I'd like to inform you that Tom Holland was spotted lurking in the background of the Euphoria cast. He admitted that he visited Zendaya on set at least 30 times. This guy absolutely loves her, and at the premiere of their latest movie, he says, She's one of the most incredible people I've ever met, and I love her to bits. So to be here tonight is amazing. I'm delighted to share it with her. For a long time, they were giving us hints, and shippers worldwide were so happy as they knew that Tom and Zen would be an even better couple than Peter Parker and Mary Jane. They even put fake news about them so that the thickness of the rumors would increase. I must say, TomDaya shippers are the strongest ones in the shipping history, as they were obsessed with these two. It was like rain in the desert to all the shippers when they confirmed their relationship officially. One fan tweets, "Okay, I've been waiting for this day since in 2017. I'm so happy for TBH." After the leak of the couple kissing inside Tom's car in a red signal, the fans wanted to give them title of best couple ever. One such fan goes, "All agree that they are the best couple in the world." I mean, how can anyone not fall in love with this couple? They both are the new definition of cute. The only place where the couple had a shade was their height difference, but they are so cool with it. Want to know more about this? They were asking if the kissing scenes were interrupted by their height difference. That kind of is an awkward question. However, Tom replied, "Zendaya is not that much taller," and said, "Let's put this out there, maybe an inch or two at best. It's not like people say how did you guys kiss? It must have been so difficult." Tom is not very happy about that question. He continues to say, "I remember when we were doing the Spider-Man screen test, but every girl that we tested for both roles was taller than me. I wonder whether that was a decision director John Watts had made. There was no one that had tested that was shorter than I was." We didn't even know about that, did we? Zendaya may have understood that her boyfriend was in a difficult position and supported him by saying, "This is normal too. My mom is taller than my dad. My mom's taller than everyone." She did tackle it well. We all know that Tom is not that great at keeping secrets. I mean, he does have a habit of spilling spoilers from his movies because of too much excitement. But in the case of Zendaya, he was always different, and when asked why, he wasn't hesitant in saying it was out of respect to his partner. He said, "I don't think it's about not being ready, it's just that we didn't want to." He continues by saying it's not a conversation that I can have without her. He added, "I respect her too much to say. This isn't my story, it's our story, and we'll talk about what it is when we're ready to talk about it together." That's very thoughtful of you, Tom. Zendaya viewed their situation with the same eyes too, and maybe that was the reason it was a secret, even though all their fans wanted to know about it. She says, "It was quite strange and weird and confusing and invasive. The similar sentiment we both share is just that when you really love and care about somebody, some moments or things you wish were your own. I think loving someone is sacred and a special thing and something that you want to deal with and go through and experience and enjoy amongst the two people that love each other. Their love does feel like it's from a romantic movie. Isn't it fantastic that these two young people have found true love in this very fake world? Wherever they go, they are asked questions about each other. On asking about how Tom handles his fame to Zendaya, maybe they asked as Tom said that Zen was his teacher on how to be outside the screen. She answered, "We were shooting in New York and you can't block off streets because it's public space. It's difficult for Tom, who has to be in the full Spidey suit. It's not like he can be incognito. He has to take his spider eyes out to drink water. I don't remember if he's drinking water in that picture, but I think his eyes are popped out." I mean, Tom plays the role of Spider-Man, who is a hero for all the skinny and weak dudes out there. He is their inspiration.